As an educational representative for the Thompson School District in Loveland, Colorado, I visit over a dozen schools every week. This gives me a unique perspective as to the everyday trials and triumphs of the teachers in those schools. I'm Drew Holmes, owner of Boomer Music Company. Come with me as I show you the view from the road. Well, greetings and welcome to the View from the Road, my weekly video where I talk about the goings-on in the Thompson School District and what I see when I'm out here visiting all the teachers. The weather has turned. I know I always talk about the weather, but I'm outside, so of course I'm going to talk about that. We're not hitting these upper 90s every day. Now we're in the mid-80s tops, and the overnight temperatures have been quite reasonable, so this is kind of my favorite time of year. I'm not wearing my jacket now. I had it earlier today because it was a lot cooler, but I like when it turns like this because I don't have to worry as much about the instruments in the back with the heat getting to them or the cold getting to them and all that kind of stuff. So this is really kind of the fun part of the year. Last week we had an in-service day, which meant that most of the teachers that I see on a weekly basis were not in their classroom. So that made for a very weird week. We had the Labor Day holiday and then the Tuesday was in-service. So I'm encountering a lot of folks saying, I know I had to ask you something, or I know I had something for you, but I can't remember what it was. That's fine. When you think of it, let me know, and happy to address it then. But it's kind of universal across. Also, we're just past a full moon, so I imagine that had something to do with it as well. As usual, we're slowly but slowly getting all of our supply chain kinks worked out. We've got a couple more instruments in. We're getting those right back out again. The trombones and trumpets arrived last week as expected, so we're stocked on those. So we're looking pretty good in the overall scheme of things, considering where we started and where we're at. Something really cool that happened this morning. I was visiting a school that does a before school jazz band ensemble kind of thing, and so this is before school, and I get there just as kids are arriving and all that. A bunch of the kids lingered afterwards, and they were just kind of jamming, playing on drums, guitar, bass, that kind of thing, and playing songs that I remember. I mean, why is it that bass players always revert to playing Nirvana's Come As You Are as soon as the song's over? But I digress. But I was talking with the teacher, and she was telling me that these kids are just from different worlds, basically. You've got the ones that are, more into the nerd culture, and the ones that are, just too cool for school and all that. But they all came together to make music, and they all have that shared love of that. And so that really, to me, speaks to how universal music is and how it's a unifying activity for a lifetime, and something that is worthwhile to get into early and to continue with. And it really just bridges those gaps across those perceived divides and kind of knocks down those walls and barriers. So I love seeing the evidence of why this stuff is so important and why it matters and why we should be engaged in it. So that was a really cool thing to get to witness and to see in action, truths that we who have been doing this a long time already know, is that music is the universal language, and it is for a reason. So that is your View from the Road. As always, thank you so much for watching. Check out the other videos in the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think and what you want to see, and we'll catch up with you next time. Thank you for riding along and seeing the View from the Road. If you liked this video, please share it with a friend. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, and you will never miss a new video. I'm Drew Holmes, owner of Boomer Music Company and educational representative for the Thompson School District in Loveland, Colorado. Thanks for watching.